In today's 300ZX video, I plan to have full interior, at least as much as we can put in. We ended up getting most of the tan out of the car last night. The only thing left are the door handles and the lock switch and the T-top trim, which is not too bad. Pretty easy things to switch over once I find those parts. Now we need to work on cleaning all of this black interior. Well, actually some of it's blue. I'd rather have it mismatched than be tan. Also, I need to focus on vacuuming out and scrubbing the inside of this car because it's pretty crusty and it's just killing my allergies. Every time I get in this car, I'm sneezing. Same with this other interior. Every time I'm around it, my allergies act up, which tells me it's crusty dusty. So we got our pressure washer out here, and I'll start with just hosing it all down so this can dry in the sun while we vacuum out the inside of the Z. Are you able to see how discolored the water is? That is so gross. Oh my gosh. I'm even spraying off the insides of these panels because they're kind of nasty as well. Plus, I just would like to refresh the whole thing, you know? I'm taking out all the sound deadening because that just holds mold and allergies, and it's just gross. It's nasty. This is literally dripping brown. It looks like root beer. That's so nasty. We've got the interior out here drying on the Fiero, and I got the carpet on a sawhorse, trying to let it drip out and also just let the sun bake it dry. So now what I want to do is start cleaning out the inside of the Z. I'm gonna grab the shop vac and get all these nooks and crannies because it's honestly so crusty. This is so gross. But I also need to take out the rest of whatever is left in here so I can get a really good scrub down on it. Oh look, this, oh my gosh, this is so unfortunate. You remember a couple episodes ago when I was trying to look for my pinout sheet, the one I spent hours making? Well, here it is. It got wet. Well, that stinks. Good thing I took a picture of it. Before I vacuum, I want to make sure I get as much hardware out of here as possible. Also, while I have the interior out, on the driver's side rear, I know this is the fuel pump module. I have it unplugged because I jumped it and made my own. Now on the passenger side, what are these two boxes? Got a tiny one here, and then this one looks pretty important based on the connector. Maybe ABS of some sort? The ABS module is back here. So random that they put it in the trunk. And while I'm at it, I might as well take off as much of the sound deadening as I can, especially if it's already loose and coming off. This is just a rust sponge at this point. I mean, look at what it did to the floor. Luckily, that's just surface rust. No damage has been done just yet, but I need to make sure to treat that ASAP before damage does occur. I literally just peeled this piece off right here, and it's wet underneath. It just proves my point of how it holds moisture. Nothing around it is wet that would make me think that it would be wet underneath. That's why I don't really like sound deadening. Oh, that's a puddle. I would much rather the car be a little bit louder on the inside than it be rotting away without me knowing. Found another piece of tan, this little strap, which I'm assuming is for tying down the T-tops when you put them in the trunk. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's weird for me to look at spot welds now after rebuilding my 240, but I'm looking at these on the Z and, you know, I don't feel so bad about the welds I did on my 240. Look at this one. What the heck is that? This might be one of the few sections that were done by a human versus the rest done by a machine spot welder. Also, it looks like the previous owner went ham with the Rhino liner. Completely did the entire trunk, very sloppy. And it also matches the hood, which I still don't get why he did it to the hood or sheet, because The hood on the bottom is perfectly green, which tells me that that hood still had potential, and I just rhino-lined the top of it. The more I look at this ABS pump, the more I want to delete it. Anyone have any recommendations before I go full S-chassis brakes? Now that the trunk interior is off, I noticed this little black metal plate, and I'm like, wait, what is this actually doing? And it looks like it's a piece of metal attached to rubber. Maybe that's supposed to be a dampener, or maybe Nissan didn't meet their weight requirements, so they just added this in there. Either way, this is some very easy weight reduction on a 2+2. Do 2+0s have this as well? Or do all 2+2s have this? Easy weight reduction. That makes no sense. This even has rubber mounts. I still cannot believe that. A dampened weight in the trunk. Looks like our interior is completely ready to go. Completely stripped and vacuumed out. I do want to go through the whole thing with some disinfectant wipes because I did find some moldy spots. We'll get that taken care of. The carpet is already starting to dry. Maybe let's see the bottom. Oh, the bottom is barely damp. It's almost done. So Holly, my brother's wife, had this cleaner under the sink, citrus basil. And let me tell you, this smells so refreshing. Every time I get in this car, I'm gonna want to go get a salad or something now. Oh yeah, look at all that nasty mold. Get this nice and cleaned out. Oh, it smells so good. I wish somehow you guys could smell it. You just have to come see the car in person, I guess. Citrus basil. Might as well get the inside of the doors, right? At least the car is green, so the basil smell will kind of match. Plus, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in this car. This is supposed to be the new daily, basically. And I would rather it feel comfortable and, you know, cozy and smell good instead of driving it and sneezing all the time and getting sick from all the mold that's in it. So when you have a daily that's not very clean, I guess it's not really as enjoyable. So we're gonna try and get as many smiles per gallon as we possibly can out of this thing. Oh, it's so satisfying. This green looks so nice. Really dig it. Well, the inside of this car feels way more fresh, so I think it's time that we start throwing in some black interior. I guess the first thing we'll do is start with the carpet. It does have some dusties on it already because this pollen has been flying around all day. That's all right, we'll vacuum it once it gets in the car. I'm just hoping that we got all of the stinky smell out of here. Although, if you have a nice black carpet for a 2+2, please let me know. I will gladly buy it. This one's a little beat. Well, this carpet is in a little worse shape than I remember. Ideally, I'd like to have a newer carpet, but let's start on the rear trim. Now, I think we're gonna put on the B-pillar plastics first because then I can put on the shocks. And then when I put the trunk trim on, I'll be able to install the shocks and not have to worry about this jack handle. Kind of sketchy, because then this could just fall and smack you in the head and boom, you're out. These are actually blue, and that is because I cannot find any black ones in time. So hopefully it's not too much of an eyesore. I mean, the seats are blue, because this car didn't even come with seats. Blue on green is quite an interesting mix, don't you think? I'm gonna put these long johns on and go all the way. Oh, wait. Got the wrong side. Let's do this side first. Yeah, there we go. I guess this middle piece just kind of slides on like this. Well, it looks like the mounting tabs are actually busted off of the centerpiece. So I'm gonna have to find another one of those. And I'm also missing the center mounting plate. But man, seeing black on the green is sick. Way better than the tan. Next, let's start working on getting these rear bucket things in there. It basically fills all of the trim in the trunk area. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Man, that looks way better. It's definitely not perfect, but this is a great start. Now I still have quite a bit more pieces to install in the car. And I think what I'm gonna do first is go to Peyton's because I'm gonna need to put the dash on. I don't have a dash here. I'm really hoping he has a dash. I don't even know if he does or not, but we're gonna find out. And also, I didn't want to put these bolsters on because they're kind of messed up. I'm hoping he has a better set of bolsters. Wait a second. I just did the same transition twice. All right, let's head out. I gotta say, this thing is a lot more enjoyable to drive without dust flying in my face. Plus, luckily, we have the back window down. Nice breeze. Because I don't have the switches to roll down these. Well, I guess I could have taken off the T-tops, but that's all right. I can't wait to get a dash put on here, though, and some door cards. There we go. Peyton and I are making some pretty good progress putting the interior back together, but since my speedometer doesn't work on the cluster, we're gonna swap in one of his parts clusters and see if the speedometer works on that one. That will help eliminate one issue. We decided to check the pins and realized that the cluster that is out of my car is different from this one. My chassis is a 96, which means it's OBD2, so the harness itself is actually completely different on the entire car. So it's kind of unfortunate. We can't even test it out. Whack.
That's a shame.
Right?
That's a shame.
The headliners on these cars are so weird looking because of T-tops. Just a big H. So this car is a 96, which means the seat belts are mounted on the B pillar. And all previous models, I don't know what the cutoff is, probably like 95. But anyways, the seat belts are mounted on the door. So when you open the door, the seat belt is, you know, the whole mechanism is there. So we're actually converting this back to the previous stage. These are the black door cards that Peyton gave us to use, and we need to put some of the vents back in it. The HVAC system on these cars actually goes through the door, which is pretty crazy actually. Hopefully I remember to show you guys when we get this all put together, but it's pretty wild. Go ahead, cap it. No cap. Now it's capping.
I need to take my cap off.
We are ready to put the very first door card on. So how do the seatbelts get routed on this? Oh, through here? That's so weird. Let there be light.
That shit looks good.
Yeah. Oh, the cover. I think it's wild too that this dash is technically blue and this is a black center console, and you really can't tell the difference.
You definitely can't.
You really can.
Right? You have to like really look.
Gray.
Yeah, right?
It don't look bad.
Alright, well, we can finally fully install this. This is the one nice piece that came with the car when I bought it. And it's nice. I don't even know. I don't know. So,
He said I don't
even know. This could be rice for all I know. We're gonna plug in our clock. Hopefully this thing works. Sick. Let's see if the clock works. I'm so curious.
Oh, let's hook up your battery.
Oh, it's not in.
What are you trying to look at?
The clock. Oh, this turned on right when you hooked up the battery. This is so dim.
You might need a new light.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
oh, there we go.
One is like,
Why is it?
It's probably not getting the right power from the door switch. Damn. Hondas, you don't have to turn the car on. Oh, it should be on right now, right?
I would believe so.
Oh, no clock. What about lights? No, no difference.
You got dash lights.
True, dash lights work.
Does these work?
Says 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that's working. Right. Screw this guy back on.
It's better than tan, right?
Yes, it is way better than tan. The blue-black combo is not the worst. Plus, mixed with the green paint, I don't know, that might be a little much. There's supposed to be a ashtray or something here.
It's like a thing that folds over.
Is that what this thing is?
One for the blue one, I think.
I have this. Is this what the ashtray is?
Yeah.
But it looks like it's missing a lid.
Yeah, the lid. Missing the whole top.
Oh, cool.
Make me smoke your cigarettes.
Non-smoker me cannot smoke cigarettes. Well, this is what we came up with today. We may not have 100% black interior, but is not even 100% not tan, but it's probably 98% tan
Oh
delete.
yeah, 98, 99% not tan. The only thing tan is the handles. Literally one handle, T-top
And
handle.
the T-top handles. That's literally it.
And then the only thing you don't have other than that end is that in the back seats.
Right? Well, I didn't even put it on yet.
The glove.
Oh, the glove box?
Yeah.
I have the glove box. I just, I didn't put it on yet because we need the pre-96 glove box frame.
Fucking Nissan. 300 ZXs, I should
Working on Z's. Nothing fits between years. I'm so used to the 240s where you can just, you know, every S13, everything fits. Every harness plugs in, everything works. Not the case with this car. But
It is every year before 95, 96, everything is plug and play. It don't matter if it's manual windows, power windows.
But it's just the last 2 years. They're like, you know what? Let's change everything for 2 years.
You know, just do it. Like Nike said, just do it. You know? Cause why not? And yeah, hey, time check this. Don't think we're out here fucking at 8 o'clock. No, man.
2:20
This is
p.m.
2:20 p.m.
PM. Someone turned the sun off. Yeah, it's been a late night, but we definitely got a lot done today. Oh, I forgot there's green license plate lights.
Oh yeah.
I definitely need to do that ASAP. Switch those out. Pizza for the road?
Can't go wrong with a pizza for the road.
For real. And I need to order a brake light. This is
Definitely need a brake light.
This is so bad.
Definitely. That or just get a spoiler.
You can close it, it's fine.
Because then after that, if you get a spoiler.
broken one like they did.
Right? It just falls out.
If it fits, it ships.
That's the motto to live by.
That's the motto.
That's the motto right there. Oh, I need to get this window installed next. And a new
Could've did it
windshield.
today, but you know.
Well, thank you boys for all the help. I would not have made it this far without you guys.
Hey, you'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back in no time. But, oh
But
man,
I'll stop by, you know.
true. I gotta get the full effect. The first sit in a somewhat full interior. Oh yeah, that's much better. Sweet.
She's looking mint. She's definitely looking mint.
Yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. It's got potential.
She just needs a little quick polish.
True.
You know?
The drive home last night was successful, and that was also the farthest I've ever driven this car. Each time I drive it, I gain a little bit more confidence in the build. And this is also the very first time my 300 gets to meet my 240. 240SX, 240ZX. Thank you guys for sticking around. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.